Start. Now let us go ahead and take on one more example on branch accounting. That is on stock and debtors method. Again, dependent branch. How do you ascertain profit under stock and debtors method? A very important sum. Let's go ahead to the question. Yes, ma.
So Concept, with its head office at Mumbai, has a branch at Nagpur. Goods are invoiced to the branch at cost plus 33 1/3%.
You all know this when the profit is 1/3 on cost. It is 1/4 on
Sales.
On sales, or you can say invoice price. It is given that the goods are transferred to the branch at cost plus 33 1/3% on cost. So nothing but 1/3 as a fraction, right? So 33.33% is nothing but 1/3 on cost will be 1/4 on invoice price. Read further.
The following information is given in respect of the branch for the year ended 31st March 2013.
2013, okay.
Goods sent to branch at invoice price 4,80,000.
So goods are sent to the branch 4,80,000 from the head office. Next.
Stock at branch on 1st April 2012 invoice price 24,000.
24,000 is the opening stock at the branch at invoice price. This includes the profit element, right?
Yes.
Next.
Then cash sales 1,80,000.
Cash sales 1,80,000. Fine.
Goods return of goods by customer to the branch 6,000.
Nothing but these are sales returns. Goods returned by the customers to the branch, rupees 6,000. Next.
Branch expenses paid in cash 53,500.
Okay.
Branch debtors balance on 1st April 2012 30,000 rupees.
That is the opening balance of amount due from the branch customers. Next.
Discount allowed 1,000.
Discount given to customers rupees 1,000.
Bad debts 1,500.
Rupees 1,500 could not be collected. Next.
Collection from debtors 2,70,000.
Even the collection is given as 2,70,000 from the branch customers.
Then branch debtors check returned dishonored 5,000.
That means out of 2,70,000 the cash or whatever collected, rupees how much?
5,000 worth of
5,000 is dishonored. Next.
Stock at branch on 31st March 2013 invoice price 48,000.
It is stock at
Branch.
the branch at the year end, right? Is 48,000 at invoice price. Next.
And branch debtors balance on 31st March 2013 36,500.
Even the closing balance of branch debtors is given to you. You know what is missing? They haven't given the credit sales made. Now you can ascertain the credit sales by preparing the branch debtors account, right?
Yes, sir.
So credit sales not given in the question, you are supposed to calculate that number by preparing the branch debtors account.
Now prepare under the stock and debtors system.
Point to note, under stock and debtors system.
Following ledger accounts in the books of the head office. Number 1, Nagpur branch stock account. Number 2, Nagpur branch debtors account.
Okay.
And number 3, Nagpur branch adjustment account.
Okay. So
Also compute shortage of stock at branch if any.
okay, you have been asked to prepare the branch stock account, branch debtors account, and then
Branch adjustment.
branch adjustment account. And also we had to make a branch P&L to find the net profit for the period, right? And of course you can add the word Nagpur, right?
Yeah.
So Nagpur, Kanpur, whatever pur, okay, Singapore, doesn't matter. So but branch stock account, branch debtors account, and then branch adjustment account. And we shall prepare even the branch profit and loss to ascertain the net profit made by the branch. Shall we? So here we go. Now what I will do first, I will go ahead preparing the branch debtors account.
Okay.
But in the exam, you can open all the accounts simultaneously, fine. So, but the problem is that when we do these online classes, that's a problem, right? It'll take a lot of time for us to open all the accounts and do it. See, we can't do this before the examination. Now, what I will do is, I will run through each account. Now, first I'll go through the branch debtors account to find the credit sales.
Yes, sir.
Now, just see.
So branch
It
debtors
is
account.
to balance brought down the opening balance. How much?
30,000 rupees.
That is given in the question. And then on the credit side, buy
So, bank collection.
buy a bank account. That is a branch, a bank account, a buy bank account collection from customers. How much?
2,70,000.
Very good. And then buy.
A branch stock account 6,000.
So when the goods are returned by the customers to the branch, the stock at the branch will increase. So buy branch stock account
6,000.
6,000. So branch stock account debit to branch debtors account. Next.
Buy bad debts 1,500.
Remember the bad debts and discount, nothing but will be a part of branch expense later. So buy bad debts, what is the amount?
1,500.
And then by discount.
1,000.
And then any check dishonored,
5,000.
On the debit side, to
Bank
account, dishonored, check how much? 5,000. Then buy balance, carried, what is the closing balance?
36,500.
Given in the question.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, to branch stock account, credit sales balancing figure,
2,80,000.
That's the crux over here. You are supposed to calculate the sales made on credit. Under stock and debtors method, whenever the goods are sold on credit, what is the entry? Branch debtors account debit to branch stock account. Okay, to branch stock account, what is the amount? 2,80,000. Then I will take a branch stock account. Just see, two balance are brought down at invoice price 24,000. Don't bother. Let be all entries will be at invoice price. So two balance brought down 24,000. And then to goods sent to branch. Okay, to goods sent to the branch. How much?
4,80,000.
And then to branch debtors account. 6,000. And on the credit side, when the goods are sold for cash, you can write buy branch cash account or buy cash account. How much?
1,80,000.
1,80,000. And then buy branch debtors account. What do you got?
2,80,000.
Exactly. Then leave two lines and then you write buy balance carried down given is 48,000. Now what happens? Stock account will not tally. Okay, so just see the debit side. On the debit side, you have 24,000 plus 4,80,000
plus 6,000
plus 6,000 in all 5,10,000 debit. From 5,10,000 we minus 1,80,000, 2,80,000, 1,80,000 and 2,80,000 makes
48,000.
those two numbers makes it 4,60,000.
So there's a
plus another 48,000 stock makes it only 5,08,000. Right?
2,000 difference.
Now there is a 2,000 rupees difference. This 2,000, that means what? Your closing stock should have been actually 50,000. Yes or no?
Yes.
It is only 48,000. Yes. That means I can say rupees 2,000 worth of goods where you can say pilfered, theft, some shortage, maybe lost by theft, pilferage.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it's an abnormal loss. But the point is of this 2,000, since all entries are made at invoice price, this 2,000 will represent the invoice value. So on this 2,000, what is 1/4?
Cost.
Rupees 500 is your loading. Now what is the cost of goods lost? 1,500.
500.
What I should do? The cost of goods lost will be transferred to profit and loss account. And the loading will be removed from the branch adjustment account. Therefore, what I do on the credit side, buy shortage, branch P&L 1,500, and then branch adjustment account 500, the loading. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
What if there is a difference on the debit side? What is the credit side is more than the debit side? That difference will be taken as surplus. You know what is the assumption? That means you can say the goods have been sold above invoice price. Right. In that case, what you can do on the debit side, you can write to branch P&L surplus. That means the surplus will be entirely transferred to branch profit and loss account. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Guys, have that in mind. The balancing figure on the credit side after placing closing stock will be taken as shortage. In case you get the difference on the debit side, then it is what? A surplus. Is that fine? Now guys, I'll just drop one more information. After we go through this example, people should try, if you want to make a note over there, Renuka, people should try the November 2020 examination question. It is a November 2020 exam question. Is that fine?
November
2020 examination question. I think that reads, if my memory serves well, it reads, I think, Vijay.
Yes, sir.
Right? Vijay Limited. Now, guys, I should go through that example, November 2020. In that example, there's a surplus. And the surplus will be transferred to profit and loss account.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's come back to this example. Now, I'll go ahead and make a branch adjustment account. Yes?
Yes, sir.
On the credit side, buy stock reserve. That is the opening stock reserve. Because these stocks would have been sold in the current year. That means the profit would have been realized. That's why on the credit side. Buy stock reserve, 24,000 into 1 by 4, how much?
6,000.
It is 6,000. And then buy goods center branch loading, 4,80,000 into 1 by 4, how much?
1,20,000.
1,20,000. Then on the debit side, a 2 branch stock account, the loading on the goods are pilfered or lost. How much?
500.
500 rupees. And then you also have,
Stock
it
reserve
is
on
2 stock reserve on closing stock. Because that's a profit not yet
48,000.
realized. So remove that. 48,000 to 1 by 4, how much?
12,000.
12,000. And the balancing figure represents the GP, the gross profit made by the branch in the current year. To GP, how much?
1,13,500.
And that will be transferred to branch profit and loss account. Now finally the branch profit and loss account. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So by GP brought down is 1,13,500.
500.
Then on the debit side to branch,
Stock account cost
which is a
of
cost of goods lost. How much?
1,500.
Very good.
Branch
And then to
expenses.
branch expense will include the cash expense and also the discount and bad debts all put together.
56,000.
In all 56,000, this amount includes what? The expenses paid in cash at the branch plus any discount given to customers plus also the bad debts, right?
Yes, sir.
And one more point, guys. In case you have some bad debts recovered, you all know the entry. Bad debts recovered is not shown in debtors account.
Yeah, it's a gain.
When you recover bad debts, what is the entry? Bank account debit.
To bad debts recovered.
To bad debts recovered. What is the next entry? Bad debts recovered to P&L. So in your branch P&L, you write by bad debts recovered. Is that fine? In fact, that is there in the November 20 examination question. Got it?
So
And now net profit, how much you get?
we get 56,000 net profit.
And that is all. And with that, you complete this example. Fine?
Yes, sir.
So guys, there are some workings given. It's nothing but what I discussed. Whatever I discussed now.
Yes, sir.
1 by 3 on cost is 1/4 or 25% on invoice value. And where you got to make debtors account to find the credit sales for the period.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yes.
All those are given. Then one more point to note, guys. I will tell you there are, what do you say? There are 2 examples you have to go through. Should we?
Yeah, I'll type it also.
Okay, we'll type it. Okay, guys. In your study material in the chapter accounting for amalgamations,
Yes, sir.
people should go through illustration number 9.
Illustration 9 in.
In your study material, the chapter is accounting for amalgamations.
Yes, sir.
Illustration number 9, go through that example really well. And also in branch accounting, there is an example in your study mat where you'll be asked to pass adjustment entries in the books of head office and branch. Okay. So I'm not too sure about the illustration number
In the books of head office and branch.
and the branch where you'll be asked to pass adjustment entries.
We can tell them, so 1 minute.
Okay, can we check it out?
Books of branch and the books of head office, sir.
You gone to the chapter?
Yeah.
study mat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a practical sum or illustration?
Any you pick any somewhere you find journal entry, some 5-6 entries should be there in the practice questions. Just check.
Mumbai, Delhi, that's some what we discussed.
Ah,
There.
that
Other
is
than
there.
that, 11th sum is there. Book of branch A. Books of branch A.
Exactly. Urban Alpha's adjusting entries.
It's a journal entry. I don't know.
Journal entries, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the question asked?
1 minute. So I'll check the question. 11th sum.
11th. Guys, it is a practice
Yeah,
question.
journal entries in the books of branch A to rectify
Only
or
branch.
adjust.
Only branch. Go through this example.
Okay, so
That is
illustration 11.
Yeah,
Sorry, practice question.
practice question number 11 in your study mat. Okay, go through this example really well. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
So good luck for examination. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.